Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am bringing you a makeup look. This one was inadvertently inspired by the new Haunted Mansion Funko Pops that are coming out. Like all these blues and kind of glowing yellow. I love it. So I decided to throw on a wig because it's been a while and do something really dramatic and fun for you guys. So I hope you enjoy it. And if you are not already subscribed, make sure you do so you don't miss any of my videos. I have a back to school giveaway going on right now, so make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe on that video. I will leave it linked down below. And for all of my new subscribers, thank you so much for joining me on my journey on this channel. I have cracked 300, which is amazing. So I hope you guys are enjoying my channel if you've been perusing around, and if you haven't, here is what I do on this channel. So I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. So to start off this look, I'm going to be using my NYX white base since we are working with some very bright and vibrant colors today. I wanted to have my good, sticky, bright white type of base. This is my favorite base ever, actually. When I run out, I'm definitely going to use more. Also, the NYX pencil in Milk is very, very similar, so you can also use that as a substitute. And some of you have asked about Sasha and where she is and what she looks like. So for my new subscribers, this is my kitty Sasha. She is 14. She'll be 15 in December. She is my Halloween cat. She quite enjoys being on camera. So now I'm going to take Parched from the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette and use this as a brow bone highlight. This is kind of like a beigey tan. It's not super blinding and bright, so you can always use a white base if you would rather. Going in with the light blue color from this palette, I'm taking the exact same brush, and I'm just laying this over my crease and a little bit onto the brow bone as a transition color. Since I'm using a dark blue, I want there to be a bit of a blue base underneath because blue can sometimes come off patchy. But this one is nice and light, so I knew the dark would blend into it really well. And adding colors like this when you're working with a lot of colorful looks can really help with your blending and keep everything nice and smooth. I have found with cobalt blue shadows, having a light blue underneath to transition with actually keeps the patchiness from happening. I don't know if it's just something with the base itself or what it is, but it does help a ton to have just a nice transition color that is a lighter shade of the other color you're using. Speaking of that cobalt blue, I am taking a different angled brush and I'm just going to start laying out how exactly I want this. I'm not doing it all over the lid, I'm just doing it on the outer 2/3. So I kind of created a wing with it and brought it into the crease so I could start mapping out exactly how I want this look to come together. So I just laid it out really thin and then blended it out, almost like giving it a base. You can always use like a creamy eyeshadow first, or even face paint really, and then go over top of it with powder. I have also found that a matte liquid lipstick that matches the shade of your shadow is a very nice base, but only do that if your shadows are eye safe. Or I'm sorry, if your liquid lipsticks are eye safe. The Jeffree Star ones are, and I believe ColourPop's are, but just check those before you put them on your eyelids so you don't get any irritation. But now with that same brush, I'm just going to start really saturating that color. You can see I'm just doing little packing motions on top of the wing section so that is nice and vibrant and blue, and then slowly building up that crease just because I don't want to lose the light blue we put in earlier. I still want it to be there even if it's just kind of feathery and light, but I want it to have some more depth, and this is where your crease is really, really going to come together. So just keep packing on that color until you're perfectly happy with it. So now for the other third of my lid, I'm going in with the yellow in this palette and I am packing it on. I packed a ton of this shadow on because this is the only color I was kind of disappointed in with this shadow. It's not quite as bright and vibrant yellow. I think the one in Jawbreaker is going to be much, much brighter. I have not gotten that palette yet, but I do hope to get it very soon. But yeah, so I just packed it on, and this blue and yellow actually blended really nicely together. They create a nice fade, and they didn't actually mix to create a green. So if you're worried about it turning green, I promise you it did not. Now I'm just going in with a little bit of the matte NYX liquid eyeliner. This is my favorite eyeliner to use. And I am just doing a really tiny little baby wing because I didn't want to cover up too much of this bright blue on the outside. I wanted to keep the color nice and vibrant. And then I did throw on some Bad Gal Bang mascara by Benefit. I find this mascara is the best to blend your eyelashes with, especially if you're going for a big dramatic lash like I am today. I did throw my brows and lashes on off camera, so those are the Ardell 207s, and those are in the color black when you guys see them, just so you know. But yeah, this mascara does a really good job of not clumping the lashes together so they look fake, but really giving them a lot of length and volume and making them easily blendable into the rest of your lashes. So I really enjoy this mascara. Plus it's very, very black and the applicator is kind of tapered so you can get into all of your lashes when you do this. Moving on to the base, I just put on some of the NYX Poreless Primer, and now I am using my Makeup Revolution foundation in F3, I believe, is the color. It is fairly pale, but I just wanted something not super duper heavy for this. And then I'm going in with a Sigma Kabuki flat top brush to blend it all out. I did just learn that it's better to blend your foundation down than in like circles or pulling it up with a brush, because everyone has little like peach fuzz on their face, and when you just kind of like swirl it around and push up, it makes that hair stand up and it'll soak up a lot of your foundation, and it will make that hair really apparent. So yeah, work in downward motions with your foundation. And then for concealer, I'm also using the Makeup Revolution, and this is in C2, so just one shade lighter. To cap off the eyes, I just took this light blue color from the NYX Air palette. This might even be a light blue pigment, honestly. I think this is a pressed pigment palette. But I just took this on a smudger brush and smudged it from the outer corner all the way in. When you smudge shadows like this, at least with this look, I brought it all the way out underneath the liner, so it's kind of blown out a little bit under the liner. It's not super sharp and graphic. If you want something super sharp and graphic, I recommend getting like shadow shields or using some tape that will get that nice and sharp, or even using like a really full coverage concealer. I know Shape Tape kind of does that for a lot of people, but I wanted this a little bit more connected to the bottom and a little more dramatic. And then for contour, I just used the Wet n Wild one that I always do. I just did a regular contour, nothing crazy. I didn't want to detract too much attention from the eyelids because I really fell in love with just how the orange in my headband mixed with the yellow and the blue, and I thought it was super pretty. Like this whole look, I was definitely feeling myself with. And for blush, I'm going to use the Hikari blush. This is in Tango and is just a bright pink. I really enjoy this color, so I just kind of packed it on my cheeks and then went back in and blended it out with a small Ulta brush just because it is super, super bright and I did not want it being too crazy. So yeah, I blended it out with a smaller brush and then also went back over it with my Real Techniques sponge. Then I just sprayed my whole face with my Instafix setting spray from Maybelline, and then I put on my highlight after so it would be super blinding. This is the Overexposed highlighter from Tarte. I believe I got this for free in one of the little Ulta birthday gift sets. I'm not sure what they're doing this year, but I know I got this a little while ago. It's just a really nice kind of white gold highlight. It's super pretty. And then for lips, I wanted to stick with the blue theme, and I went with Jet Set from NYX, and this is just a liquid suede lipstick. So that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe because engagement is just as important as views and subscribers nowadays. So again, if you are new here, thank you for joining me on my channel. Make sure you enter my giveaway, follow all my social media, and I will see you guys in the next one.